are now tuned into Pacific Push.
Welcome back to Pacific Push on Taste Radio Dash Radio. It's your host, G Money. And today, I'm blessed to sit down with multi-hyphenate Paige Kennedy. And if you don't know what that means, hit the Google. You know, this is Street to the Beach. So some of my fans, they don't know what that means. That means he's talented, he's skilled, a professional in a bunch of different areas.
Yeah, a bunch of different areas. I have a deluge of talents, a litany of them. I'm giving you, since you guys are already on Google because he sent you there, I'm giving you more words that you can now have some elucidation with.
That's right, man. And you know, Paige Kennedy, I had the opportunity to be on Women's and Basketball podcast. Shout out to Kelly. And it was last year for the championship run that our Lakers went on. Yeah. And we didn't have a chance to celebrate that. So first and foremost, Lakers Nation, this is for y'all, man. We're sitting down here.
Hey, Lakers, Laker Nation all day, baby.
Feel me? And then on top of that, Paige happens to be from Detroit.
Mm-hmm. You see
what up, though?
What up, though? You know
what up, though? And
what you know about Detroit?
Yo, man, I have a lot of guys that are close to me that are from Detroit, and I say this all the time, especially the people close to my circle. The Detroit rappers are my second favorite group of rappers outside of New York City. You know, you have Atlanta, you have Memphis on fire, but I really love what the Detroit rappers are doing because it's not one sound, you know, and they're lyricists on top of that. They're lyricists, they're street music. From the Boldies to the Paige Kennedys, Detroit is on fire, and they're finally getting the recognition, and you're there as well. And you have the Royce, the 5'9s, Eminems, I got it, the T Grizzlies, the Big Seans. But what about everyone else touching the street?
Right. Nah, that's what's up, Detroit. You know, we got a whole there's a whole different society. You got, like you said, you got the street people. You know what I'm saying? You know, the T Grizzlies. You know, the Dope Boys. You know, you got all of those cats, Bodie. You know, and then you also have like the lyrical crazy MCs, you know, the Elzais, Eminems, Royce, Kid Vicious, D12, Paige Kennedy, you know what I mean? So we got something for everybody.
No, definitely. It's a great time for Detroit. The city looks real good, great shape. Can't speak the same for the basketball team, but we're focusing on the music that you have going on right now. I'm sorry, Kelly.
They struggling a little bit.
They're struggling, but you know, brother, let's talk about what you have going on. Project Paige.
Hey,
kept it simple.
I kept it simple, man. As you see on the track listing, all of the titles are one word.
Yeah.
Fear, safe, shine, flowers, woke, queen. You know what I mean?
You know, and I wanted to talk about that record. Shine. So, you know, we joke and kid, and again, I use the term multi-hyphenate because you are an actor, you're a comedian, you're a rapper, you're skilled in all these areas. You're making amazing content, putting out content on TikTok, on Instagram, and you're well-rounded. And I know sometimes it can be an issue for artists, for people to see you in a different arena and being successful and still say, hey, this is Paige, but we have to take him serious as a rapper. But there are plenty of entertainers that do it well. When you think of the Donald Glovers and even the Latifah or Will Smith, it's the same thing. And Shine was one of the records that I listened to first and foremost, and in the first 30 seconds it hit me because it's very personal.
Yeah.
It's a very personal song, and I've lost a lot of my close family members, so include my mother, my sister. And in the first couple of bars, you're like, hey, I lost my niece, I lost my sister, I lost my uncle, I lost all these people in the same summer. It was a bad year, 2019. So if you can't tell that that's passion and someone's taking their craft serious and being personal, then you really don't understand the art form. You got to respect it.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, the album was so heavy that I needed some respite on it, you know. because when we come down from fear and safe, I needed some type of hope, you know. And Shine, though it points the finger at all of the calamity that we've gone through. Me personally, people that are listening personally, we as a collective, um, I just wanted to point that out. But in the chorus, I wanted to let you know, listen, we still here. We are a resilient people, and we not gonna let the devil take our shine. You know, he trying to take people from me. He's trying to, but we still are going to march forward. We're going to forge ahead, and we're going to come out and be sterling. And so that's what that song was. That song was to be inspiring. It was to take and show you the reality, but then also show you that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, 2019 was a very difficult year for me. I lost so many people. You know, when I talk about my niece, I have another song that's dedicated to her on the album called Ariel. Um, and that's one of my favorite joints. You don't have to know Ariel. You don't have to know the story of what happened with her. And when you listen to that song, you're gonna feel something. You know, you are going to commiserate, you know, when you hear that song. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm looking forward to it because especially on this platform, Pacific Push, it's about the music first and foremost. So whoever I get a chance, an opportunity to sit down, especially with their artists, we take the music seriously. And if they're recording and someone's putting in those hours and that time putting the words together, then I feel that it should be listened to in its entirety, and you judge it based off of the quality of the music, not who's giving you the music. Doesn't matter if you have 3 million Instagram followers or 300. If the music is connecting, it's going to connect.
Right.
You know, and with that, with me, it's so funny, and I'm sure you can you agree with this. Like the line is so thin between tragedy and comedy. Like I love to crack jokes. Like if you're a well-rounded person, well-rounded man, you can be a tough guy, you can be a father, you can be soft, you can do all these different things and still have a sense of humor, but also be dead serious with a delivery. And that's important. You know, that's very important with me. And you have great comedic timing, man. Like one of my favorite characters on television, and this is no cap, no bullshit, because you're here. And I know you're probably tired of hearing it, is U-Turn, bro. Like U-Turn was everything for me. And you know, I honestly, I really feel that that character hasn't been super highlighted in our community because of the show Weeds may not necessarily be so big, wasn't as big in our community. But
Yeah.
if more of us would have seen it, like if you enjoy comedy, like I'm a Curb Your Enthusiasm about all these shows, U-Turn was so funny, bro. Like I was watching when he threw the fucking knife in his leg. I said, yo, this guy is crazy. But he's dead on because you have to have the right person that can balance the authenticity of being street, but then understanding the comedic timing, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That duality is everything. You know, for him to throw a knife in his boy leg and then tell his other boys, if you don't bring my knife back clean, all y'all getting stabbed through the heart. while he's using that knife to cut avocado. You know, the juxtaposition I think is what makes him so enigmatic.
So let me ask you, how do you balance your creative processes when you're going into an album and let's say at the same time you're working on projects? Because I know you have a couple other projects on the way outside of just music. But how do you get into those pockets where you say, all right, now I need to sit down and I have to focus my energy to deliver a song about a family member, but at the same time, prepare for a role where maybe it's more comedy? Like, how do you balance that?
I think because I have creative ADD, I'm just jumping around. I'm bouncing around. You know what I'm saying? Like the pandemic hit, and I was acting. I was doing the show that got stopped. So then I'm like, well, shit. What I'm gonna do now? I'm just stuck in the house. So me and my son, even though we were like kings on Vine, we decided to jump on TikTok, and we jumped in full fledged. You know, we did it like it was a job. We did 4 videos a day TikToks a day, and we grew our page, and now I have 2.5 million followers on TikTok, and I haven't even been doing it a year yet. And so then I knew that I needed to get something going with my album. I just, I need inspiration to write, because I can't just go write whatever. Like when I write, I take my time. I'm assiduous with my dexterity. So I got inspired by Nick Grant's album, Shay Noir's album, and I was like, I wanna talk about something important. Everybody knows I got bars. Everybody knows I got punchlines. Everybody knows my personal struggle. Let me talk about something that the community is going through, which I hadn't done before. And so that's what I did. I made Fear. Fear became a big thing. I followed Fear up with Safe. Safe was also incredibly impactful. And so then I said, you know what? I might as well keep going now. I might as well keep going down this road. And so then Shine came. So those were the first 3 songs on the album: Fear, Safe, then Shine. And then I needed a song for Black women, because they deserved it. They needed it. I wanted something that they could listen to and be proud of, and know that people are talking about them. They can listen to it when they're getting ready, when they're going out, something that can make them feel good, make them move. And so I created Queen, and I'm really proud of that song, and I made it for, our Black queens, and I hope that it gets the attention that it deserves. And I hope, if I put it on TikTok, I hope that, hell, even white people do TikToks and stuff to the Queen song, because I think that they need to show reverence and respect to them as well. I felt a little weird about that at first. I'm like, dang, is it gonna be crazy? Like if you see like a white girl singing my song and she's talking about like she's a queen, but then I was like, nah, she giving love to the true queens, and I think that should be embraced.
I agree. And it's very refreshing, especially in these times right now, because ageism is something that isn't spoken upon enough. As far as it feels like we set limitations on ourselves as far as what we can accomplish at a certain age, or I should be doing this, and measuring yourself off people. But these second wins are incredible, and I'm seeing just incredible art being created from rappers, thespians, everyone. And later on in life, you see a Jay-Z dropping at 50 years old. So many artists are just putting out so much work, and it's inspiring, and at least in my opinion, to see that. And then, put a little pressure on these young boys, and want to let them know that we still here, we working, because I can tell the work ethic. And one thing that's been documented on your pages is the weight loss, right?
Yeah.
You talk about that. I lost 100 pounds. Like you say, you lost 100 pounds. How has that changed? And has that given you the energy and obviously the motivation to keep going and pushing forward? And obviously, I know you have to have tons of energy, and it makes life easier for you.
It does make life easier. And it was a huge accomplishment, and it made my mind sharper, because it takes a lot of will to be able to do it. But I'm not gonna lie, like keeping it off is harder than losing it. Um, you know, and I was in a groove too, but then when the pandemic hit, and all the gyms is closed, all the everything, it is definitely making it more difficult to maintain. um so that's a struggle. It's a constant struggle of, all right, if you allow yourself to give a break, you gotta at least get in the mindset of getting right back into it before it's too late. Because once you relax too long, and you get a little too far along, then you lose the motivation of going, because you just like, I'm chilling, and then next thing you know, at least for me, because I gain and lose weight very easily, I can balloon right back up. And so it's been tough to try and maintain it. But I'm still doing so. I'm still pushing forward. I'm still, doing what I'm supposed to do, even when I slip up sometimes.
No, I agree 100%, man. And like even with myself, I've recently changed the way that I eat and just cut out some things just so I can have more energy and mental focus. And the issue is when you plateau or when something changes in your routine or you're traveling. So losing 100 pounds is a huge accomplishment, and keeping it off is still a struggle. But I have an addictive personality, so when I jump into something, like I just become addicted to it.
Me too.
And habits, and I was going to ask you that because it's habit forming. So you can fall into bad habits, and the next thing you know, you're on a 2-month grind doing this or whatever. But you know, at the end of the day, man, you're doing amazing things here. I want to shout out the project again and let the people know when can we expect that. The visuals, you're big on dropping visuals because I can sit here and talk to you all day, man. But I know our time is limited.
So the project is out now. Next Tuesday, the video with the song with me and Exhibit called Setup that drops. Incredible video and very impactful song that talks about black on black crime and how and where it stems from and how we try to resolve it. I think that's necessary. It's important for us to talk about and to hear. And yeah, man, this is my most important album. Everybody of color should definitely support this album just because of what it is. And then everybody that is not of color should support it to support us. You know what I mean? So you can do so by, streaming and sharing the album page that's out now.
Well, we'll definitely do that on our platform. You're going to get the support from me, from my team, and it helps that you're from Detroit too. Like I said, the Detroit rappers go off, man. You're a Lakers fan, and I was waiting to sit down and speak to you, but it's all about time, and I think the time is right now, man. You dropped off Shine, Pain. I'm looking forward to hearing the entire project.
Like
and,
that Pain
I'm gonna tap into your TikTok. Yeah, man. Yeah. Method is on a strong run too, man. Like he had a great feature on Conway Lemon Squeeze, and he went off. Method's back.
Meth killed that. He killed that.
Yeah, so you standing next to guys that are bar wordsmiths, so people should take it seriously. Like they're not going to toss their 16 just because you're sending out paper or however you do it. They respect your craft, brother. So again, man, this is G Money Pacific Push. I'm here with Paige Kennedy, Lakers Nation, and it's a pleasure, my brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, G.